everyone, welcome to today's stream. Today we're going to be playing the Windblume event. It should be completely available by now, but you know, I still haven't checked. Sadly, while I was doing the dailies, I logged out and logged back in, and I spawned at the exact cutscene trigger. So you missed the first cutscene, but basically, as always, we go to Catherine for new commissions, and you know, she introduced basically the new event, the Windblume, and we found faces from Sumeru in the plaza. Let's check.
Kale! Hey! Hey, you guys. What are the chances? You were staring into space just now. Something the matter? No, don't worry. I'm fine. I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy.
Does she mean like poetry?
If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing. And what does these things refer to? Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost.
As?
Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends.
That I don't know.
So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips.
Like the one who never ends and the legend. That's weird.
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned?
Oh, it was called The Boar Princess.
That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all.
Do you know her? Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Avonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest. Hello.
Hi.
Social anxiety.
This is getting awkward fast. They're both so shy. So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real?
Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively. But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything. The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would understand that. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
That's a great take. I love it. Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings? Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose?
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something?
Yeah,
I
sure.
haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against, I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering.
Wow. Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more.
She's not an experiment.
But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions? We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time? Well, possible.
Then, what would you wish for, Kale?
I'd wish for a better personality.
Ouch.
Uh-huh.
Huh? You can't waste it on that.
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir.
Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
Ah, of course, the boyfriends and the adopted daughter.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
No, now it makes sense.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
We have Alheita Mendehia, it will be fine.
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well?
I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Number one, you have excellent ears. Number two, is getting slightly bugged. Let me fix the cable a second. Yeah, it's a shame it can never stand straight.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
I just had Sonic Adventure PTSD.
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
I will leave this to you.
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out.
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders, and Kale's was traveling musician.
Okay, I'm looking at the cable. I want to see if it stands still or not, but I don't think it is. Give me a moment. Stand. Okay, maybe, just maybe, now it is.
Very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Wow!
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, It takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
What have you done?
Then please, allow me to help.
Yeah, spawn things, Albedo.
Mr. Albedo,
Use your administrator power.
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
Exactly. Wait. Huh? Whatever. There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
Okay. Should be okay. Forgive me for forgetting to check. Okay, now I'm seeing more stable data flow. Let me check again. But it should be fine now.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence.
Okay,
All those
14.
scholars in the academia are
The
prime
megabyte
examples.
is a little low, but 14 isn't too bad. I think it's just a bad internet day. I hope it's fine. Okay. Let's see. Sorry about that.
Hey, Sarah, can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Big AI? What? What do you mean?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else?
Oh, okay. I had promised. Okay.
Yay! So you do remember after all! You're just the best!
Hi there. Ah, okay. I hate them. I could not disappoint Paimon. Like, I genuinely like her. I don't know why others hate her. Like,
Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windblume.
uh,
No need to worry about that! Paimon can make room for good food.
All right, just a moment.
Oh, that was great. If that was a Windblume treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Windblume Festival every day.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near. Jules and Liwe, come take a look.
bold of you to assume I know where the campsite. Ma'am, this lyre is bigger than your torso. How the fuck are you gonna play it?
All right, looks like we're all here.
all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down. That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
I got flashbanged by whatever that
Let
was.
me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess...
My guy is just doing some mental trips right now.
Small lampgrass?
That's right.
How?
I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
Yes, it's called the cooking, Albedo.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Paimon doesn't walk.
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision. Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Like, at worst, she confused her for Nahida, but like, that's a huge stretch.
Is that right?
And he should technically recognize her?
I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts.
Eh? What? I've not understood.
No? Not funny?
No, not at all.
Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
I don't know how to comment.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. On the bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something?
What? No, I'm sorry. My brain turned off for a second. What? Eating. Make us sick? Okay, I don't have the brain to understand these complex mind trips.
Hey! Not you two!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
Ah, I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, it feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer. It's not?
Bombastic side eye.
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
I honestly had even forgotten you were a Mahamatra, so, okay.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
Well, he won you over, didn't he?
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter.
Huh?
Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
Sucrose learning how to be bipolar, step one.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose.
Stupefy, you know, but basically this is kind of a spoiler for the Sumeru quest if you haven't played it. But do know that basically it is a high position in the institution that controls the Sumeru, which is the academia, and you know, his job is kind of the equivalent, I think, of the boss of the military. Like that's kind of what he does. Like he has his own men, you know, to check you know, the situation, whether in the town or outside in the desert. Yeah. I wouldn't say he has an army because he doesn't, but like he has a group of select military men, okay, which follow his orders. He's a figure of authority anyway.
Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Because they're here on their honeymoon. No, just kidding.
Well, Lisa once told me that the Windblume Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year.
It is the only one.
I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windblume as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale, Lily.
I understood this one, and I wish I didn't.
What?
Kale's Windblume. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt.
Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye.
There's also cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow it doesn't sound as nice.
The Calle, I...
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
I think this one has the priority.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
Yes, I have, but like I stopped because the Dendra bird boss broke me. Like I lost my will to play.
And that is why I am proud to call you my friend.
Sino, would you mind beating the Dendro bird for
When
me?
I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Calx for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that Calx was a Mondstatter, so I should try my luck there.
Calx? Isn't that...
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
But isn't Calx like a pseudonym for Albedo? Like his artist name?
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Ouch, you got called out,
Not
man.
only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
Oh, now they're arguing.
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story.
Sincho.
It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting. And Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
That'll be 10 million more.
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Hinari is not convinced.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
I think everyone is going to get up and strangle Albedo with all their might.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
Sucrose, did you burn the dinner?
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
It cannot be saved.
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kale seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking.
I still think it is the absence of Ember which reduced her like this. Like, she probably came to Mondstadt hoping, that she'd get to spend time with her best friend, but, since she has only seen her for like 2 minutes, probably that's not what she wanted.
Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kale the chance to accept the blessing.
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But Anyway, that can wait.
Sucrose? Sucrose, stop.
As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
Wholesome.
All right, we'll help out too.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
I think it is because, like, you know how this world is? You know, behind every you know what they say, like, behind every legend there is a layer of truth. And I think that at times it gets particularly close to the truth in, you know, in Teyvat.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime. We're back.
I'm sliding down the chair.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Oh god, he did it again.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
I'm so sorry, Dignity.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Ah, yeah, right. I forgot that we can call it like an Uber.
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Yeah, just watch out for
Found
Cleve.
you!
Ah, the boyfriends and the girlfriends.
I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Yeah, good friend in the historical sense. Wink, wink.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat.
We're... I don't know, she's not a package.
Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
Ah, right. It was Sino who exorcised the Colley.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
All right, I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you?
Yeah, Venti, spill the beans, but please don't be drunk as fuck.
Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time.
Forget I said
We can
anything.
go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
Let's go corner him. Aggressively coming on in Venti. Answer!
Oh, it's been a while.
Venti, that thing is like 3 liters. What the fuck are you doing?
Paimon called it! Tone-deaf bard, drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
He's drunk.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something?
It's the Windblume Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Bruh.
Ugh. Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen.
Yeah, it's him.
Also, I happen to know where this lantern is.
I wonder why.
Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Yeah, very generous.
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel.
Well, are you showing otherwise?
There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you have to be drunk 24/7, my guy.
Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink?
Betty!
You know, a favor for a favor.
Why did the tomato turn red? I have no idea. I don't know, because someone was flirting, like, is it something cheesy like that? Dude. You and Sino would get along very well. Yes,
A
Mandy.
flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first?
Sucrose is an alchemist. She's prepared for bad news. She's strong.
Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze.
No, you
The
didn't.
wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news. Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed.
I got a shiver already before getting the answer. Reveal it already. I already know what to expect.
So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
I think this is genuinely breaking me, like.
Whoa, slow down! Paimon's head is already starting to spin.
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be not of this world? Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper.
Yeah, but you know, if we didn't get the chance to study...
It would render our search for the truth meaningless. I'd rather try and figure this out for myself.
Could it be the Windblume?
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility.
Yes, but you're going on nothing because the Windblume changes person by person. It doesn't mean anything in itself. So, yeah.
The Windblume doesn't refer to a specific flower. everyone defines what it means for themselves.
But like, what were the things? Because I think one was clearly Paimon, one was the Traveler. Like, I think it refers to people, not things.
In which case, the Windblume doesn't exist in reality. This does seem like a promising direction.
Like the, was it a timeless legend? I don't know, like Sino defined as timeless the masterpiece of Albedo. So that means that it might be tied to the TCG or, you know, his work directly without going too far ahead. And I don't know, whatever else was the other thing, like I got the impression that it was Venti, but
I've made
maybe...
a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time! Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Sure thing! In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her. And I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her. All right. Thanks so much.
Okay, I want to see... Wow. Okay, at least it is effectively available, so... Yeah, we'll see how much we can get done today, okay?
Truly is fascinating.
Hello? Oh, sorry. I accidentally killed you, my bad. Does this end? I was gonna stay there 10,000 years. Oh! Nice. Very nice. Venti is Venti. As always, I am biased. But Albedo is laying very hard. Oh god, what is this? I don't know, Pac-Man? What the fuck is... Well, we'll see later since this is co-op. Where is the last one? Yeah, it's not the time for being a pole dancer. I hate them. Okay, this one is based on hints, I think. I will see. Like, I think I will have to do the majority of the event on phone, but like, let's try. I'm scared. Basic. Okay, I can choose. Then wait, because this is fundamental. Okay, so